All right, so this month is Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So we're going to start out the month testing you all's knowledge with some shenanigans trivia. This is Asian and Pacific Islander edition. Quiz is from factmonster.com. So TLS is not responsible for the accuracy of this quiz because I don't know how
Yeah,
accurate
you
it
gotta put that disclaimer out there. You gotta put that
That's a good
disclaimer out
disclaimer.
there.
is.
I think this is about to be some shenanigans, y'all.
So I don't
Okay.
know if I didn't go through it, so I don't know how accurate it is. We're going to find out
Alright.
and we're going to test it out. All right. So I'll go
He's
around and
not
ask.
responsible for the spelling and grammar.
And I'm not responsible for that either. All right. So I'll go around, I'll ask the question, and you'll have 15 seconds to answer. If you get it right, you get a point. Person with the most points wins, and that person gets our final thought of the week. So I'm going to start, let me see, I'll start out counterclockwise. Let's go with Gianni Storm. You ready, Gianni?
Yes.
All right, question number 1. When did Chinese, it should say Chinese American workers, begin to build the Transcontinental Railroad?
That should be your first indication that it's
That's why I put my disclaimer. All right. Workers begin to build the Transcontinental. Was it 1865, 1900, or 1950? What do you think?
1900.
1900. Let's see. That is incorrect. Incorrect. Correct answer is 1865. The Central Pacific Railroad recruited Chinese American workers to work on the Transcontinental Railroad in 1865. All right. Next
Jeez,
question,
that's forever ago.
B. What island was nicknamed Ellis Island of the West because it was a major immigrant processing station in the early part of the 20th century? Was it Goat Island, Angel Island, or Alcatraz Island?
I'm going to go with Goat Island.
Goat Island. That is incorrect. Incorrect. All right. Angel Island is the correct answer. Angel Island processed mainly Asian immigrants from 1910 to 1940. Goat Island is now called the Yerba Bueno Island and houses a lighthouse and naval training station. Alcatraz was a notorious prison. All right. Liz E. In 1976, whose work incorporated Asian American history, myth, and memories of the author's family? Was it Pearl S. Buck in The Good Mother, Maxine Hong Kingston, Woman Warrior, or Amy Tan in The Joy Luck Club?
I'm gonna go with Maxine Hong Kingston.
That is correct. 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 That's
Yay.
great.
Definitely wasn't Amy Tan in the Joy Luck Club.
I was going to say, that's a little soon, right? The publication of Kingston's family memoir was notable for its mainstream success and was awarded the National Book Award in 1976. All right, Yanni, round 2. See if you can catch up to Lizzie. What was the purpose of the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882?
See, this is why we need history, y'all. This is why we need history.
Chinese Exclusion Act. This is a significant historical act. All right. So, to increase taxation of the wages of Chinese laborers, to prohibit the immigration of Chinese laborers to the U.S., or to establish greater trade controls with China.
Ooh. What was the second one? Sorry.
So,
What did you say?
the purpose of the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 to increase taxation of the wages on Chinese laborers, to prohibit the immigration of Chinese laborers in the U.S., or to establish greater trade controls with China.
I think it's B.
B?
Mhm.
That is correct. Correct. Yes. Yes. All right. Before 1882, anti-Chinese sentiment had increased and riots occurred in San Francisco due to the quantity of cheap Chinese labor. The Chinese Exclusion Act banned immigration of Chinese laborers for 10 years. Subsequent laws expanded this power and were finally repealed with the new immigration laws in 1943,
Oof.
a few years ago.
Mm.
All right, Rob B. All right, your chance to catch up to. All right, what's a picture bride? Picture
Wait.
bride. Is it an Asian woman who agrees to an arranged marriage through an exchange of photographs,
Right.
a traditional ceremony in which the bride is prepared for her wedding day, or any woman of Asian descent who marries interracially? Picture bride.
I'm going to use word
Never heard.
association and pick number one once again.
Thing. I would have picked that.
Same. I would have said that too.
That is correct. Correct. All right, picture brides,
Hey.
still common today, often did not see their new husbands until their arrival in the United States. More than 20,000 picture brides came to Hawaii between 1907 and 1924, primarily from
Gee,
Japan and Korea.
Oh, wow.
All right.
that's incredibly a lot of people. Wow.
All right. Lizzie, this might
Great.
give you the win. Let's see. Who were the pensionados? Pensionados.
They wanted their pensions. They wanted their pensions.
Let's see. Japanese American veterans from World War II who lobbied Congress for pension plans. Filipino students who came to the U.S. to study medicine, agriculture, and other fields from 1903 to 1910. Or Asian American students who started the Yellow Power movement in the 1970s. Pensionados.
I'm gonna say a B.
Oh, you're going with
Filipino
B. I was thinking one seemed too obvious.
Like it's very obvious. It might be right.
That is correct. And you win the
Hey.
game. All right. The pensionados came to the U.S. under the aegis of the U.S. government. Most of these Filipino students returned to the Philippines and made significant contributions to agriculture, business, education, medicine, and government. Good job, Lizzie.
Notice, so this is a lot of Asian American history.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say, Lizzie?
Just notice that this is a lot of Asian American history that the average U.S. citizen does not know about.
Very
But yet,
true.
your government, your politician, they want to like streamline and say, no more diverse history. We just gonna keep it whitewashed.
Mm-hmm.
We just gonna keep it
Yep.
whitewashed.
Yep.
That's exactly
All right.
what it
Let's get into our shout out so we can close it out. All right, let's go clockwise this time. Lizzie, shout out.
Shout out to my sister, Jacqueline Robinson, who is now fully vaccinated. I have not seen both of us. We now live in the same city in Washington, D.C. I have not seen Jacqueline Robinson in over a year because of the pandemic.
Aw.
So shout out to her. I'm fully vaccinated. She's fully vaccinated. So hopefully we about to get it done, about to get it in. Mwah, 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 mwah.
All right, shout outs, Robbie.
Very special shout out to my cousin Mark, his wife Lori, and their son Alex. They lost their son Eric very suddenly this week, unfortunately. So very special shout out to the family. Just
Yeah,
tons of
shout out
love
to the-
and support. I wish we could get together
Oh.
and hug it out and cry at a funeral, but it's not in the cards during COVID. So I will plant that tree for Eric.
All right, Johnny Storm.
Shout out to Olivia E. I can't wait to start this new schedule with you on Wednesday. And thank you for just being a good friend and for conversing with me. And our relationship has grown over this time. So shout out to you.
That's awesome. I'm happy to see that relationship grow as well. All right, my shout out today is to all of my TikTokers out there. I've been doing a series on racist songs you didn't know were racist, and they've been blowing up. I've gotten over 12,000 followers in just like a couple of weeks. So I want to thank my TikTokers out there for all the support. If you haven't already, find me at Neo, N-I-O, _ Nyx, N-Y-X, Neo Nyx. All right. And we have a shout out. We have to do our pet of the week. Our pet of the week goes to, I don't have the pet of the week, unfortunately. But you can go to our Pet of the Week page, Pet Shenanigans page, group page, and you'll see Remy, beautiful
Remy the
Lizzie's
My
cat.
boo boo baby, my boo boo baby. His pet of the week was my boo,
Remster.
Remy Cat, admiring himself in all of his Chanel glory.
Aw.
Maybe we'll get lucky and I can pull it in before we close it out. So we'll see. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So that is all the time we have. Make sure you check out our TLS Pet Shenanigans page so you can post your pics and videos of your favorite furry or not so furry friend. And of course, group pics. I mean, the winner gets a shout out here on the show. And hey, if you want to shout out yourself, make sure you go to our social media pages and one of us will shout you out from time to time. All right, and I'd like to thank you for joining us. Maybe we hope that you maybe learned something, gained a new perspective, even got some things off your chest. Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share at TLS Live Show. Tomorrow, check out the YouTube page for your favorite moments and clips. TLSshow.com. Our next live show is on Sunday, May 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That is Mother's Day. So we will still see you there, 4 p.m. Yep, Mother's Day. I've been reminded. Don't forget. Don't forget this Wednesday, Johnny Storm and Olivia E will be holding it down with you Wednesday nights on TLS Unscripted. And our winner, final thought for the day, winner is Miss Liz E. What's the final thought, Liz? Close us out.
Final thought, very quick. The Wizards are trying to get into the playoffs, y'all. The Washington Wizards are trying to get into the playoffs.
I know, right?
Y'all. So yeah, DC Rising, watch a Wizards game. Send them some tweets, send them some love. We deserve it. We love it. It would be our third championship since 2018. Come on, y'all.
Damn.
We can do this.
Yeah, we can do it. We can get in
We
there.
can do this.
We can get in there. Oh, and I was able to pull up Remy. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it real quick. That's Remy cat.
Look at that. That's my baby, y'all.
Cute.
That's my baby. Admiring his Chanel self, his king self.
All right.
Damn, I am a sexy beast.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Thanks, Gianni. Thanks, Rob B. Thanks, Lizzie, and our people behind the scenes, Miss Jose, Olivia E. Most importantly, I want to thank you for joining us. We will see you all next time.
Oh, yeah.